Well, thank you. Thank you for joining us here. Uh, every so often as senator, you come to one of these and you say, well, I'm very happy to be here. Today, I really mean it. I cannot begin to tell you how happy I am, especially the vote we just had, a strong bipartisan vote to pass the Violence Against Women Act. It was a day, took a while longer than we thought. We had to do it twice in the Senate, but we all of us here knew that victims have waited far too long for Congress to act. And so this legislation was one of the first priorities of the year, and I thank the Majority Leader for making sure it was, but I thank all my colleagues for working on it. And we had another important piece of bipartisan legislation, the Trafficking Victims Protection Act. We've added that to the Violence Against Women Act authorization. We showed by a strong bipartisan vote that we will expand protections to victims of human trafficking, which has actually become a modern-day form of slavery. Now I would hope that the House would immediately take up the Leahy-Crapo et al. Bill so that victims of domestic violence and rape and stalking and human trafficking will be protected. I thank Senator Crapo for working with me on this, but I thank all the senators who have. We showed that there's broad support across from law enforcement, from women's groups, from others across this country, across the political spectrum for this. But I think we should take just one last moment to thank those who work every day with victims of domestic violence and sexual assault. I meet with these all the time. They're not the ones that are going to be at a press conference. They're not the ones that are going to get their names in the papers or their faces on TV. But I hear them when I'm at home, and I hear the heartbreaking stories. The people have nowhere else to go except for these domestic violence programs, and it can work with them to try to rebuild their lives. It makes a real difference to these survivors and to their families. And it's why today we showed that the Senate can be the conscience of the nation. Now, let's let the other body do the same.